From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Brian Todd with today's voice briefing. It's Monday, April 7th, 2025.
I'm Susan Tompor, and I'm a columnist at the Detroit Free Press. More than 455,000 people continue to receive Social Security checks in the mail based on data from Social Security. That includes roughly 13,500 Social Security recipients in Michigan. We're talking about a tiny percentage, say less than 1% of those receiving benefits. Yes, most receive their benefits via direct deposit, either into a bank account or an electronic debit card. But the word will increasingly need to get out. The federal government plans to stop mailing paper checks as of September 30, per an executive order signed by President Donald Trump in March. If you're already receiving a paper check, Social Security offers a variety of ways to switch to direct deposit. One option is to call at 800-772-1213. Some scary stuff is being thrown around on social media when it comes to Social Security, but it's important to remember that people are continuing to receive their payments, and direct deposit is often the way to go to avoid having a check stolen. When it comes to debt collection, this is a very important point. Directly depositing Social Security into one bank account and keeping it there for some time is often a better way to go. When the bank receives a court order to garnish money in your account, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau notes your bank must look at your account history to see if you received federal benefits by direct deposit in the last 2 months. If so, 2 months' worth of benefits would be protected and remain in your account for you to use. Some exceptions will apply, of course. In general, it is best to take your time to understand what's being suggested and how some of this may impact your finances.
For the Detroit Free Press, I'm Eric D. Lawrence. Stellantis plans to idle a couple of assembly plants that make Jeep, Chrysler, and Dodge vehicles in Canada and Mexico. The moves are in response to the tariffs that are being unleashed by President Donald Trump as he tries to reset America's trade relationship with the rest of the world. But the company says its decision to idle the plants in Windsor and Toluca will also mean temporary layoffs at U.S. facilities that support them, specifically the Warren and Sterling stamping plants in Michigan and the Indiana and Kokomo transmission plants and Kokomo casting in Indiana. Beginning Monday, the Windsor assembly plant, which produces the Dodge Charger Daytona and Chrysler Pacifica, will be down for 2 weeks. The Toluca plant in Mexico, which builds the Jeep Compass and Wagoneer S, will be down for the month of April. Antonio Filosa, the company's chief operating officer for the Americas, in an email to employees says, quote, "These are actions that we do not take lightly, but they are necessary given the current market dynamics," end quote.
Find more from the Detroit Free Press on freep.com. That's FREEP.com. Thanks for listening, and you'll hear more from us tomorrow.